Hello, hello, and welcome to another podcast or YouTube video or Facebook video, wherever you're watching this. And today I am collaborating with my gorgeous new friend, Ava, otherwise known as Queen Midas, Life Alchemist. Now, I've come across Ava just recently. I have heard her on somebody else's podcast, Bryce, actually, for anybody who follows Bryce. But I booked a reading because, as you know, I do card readings, but I like my own cards read for me. And I booked a session with Ava, and it was absolutely phenomenal. So I just really, really loved her energy. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Glyniss Trinder, and I'm a performance mindset practitioner, and I work with people to grow to the next level, whatever that is in their life. I like to work with conscious leaders and change makers, people who want to be the change in the world. And I work with energy, and I work with hypnotherapy and RTT to allow people to go to the next level. So today, the two of us are coming on here together to talk about the Lionsgate portal, which is incredible and massive every year. The energies are so high at the moment. This one is phenomenal. So I'm going to pass over to Ava to talk a little bit about that Lionsgate portal from her point of view.
Yes.
Welcome. Hello.
Thank you, Glyniss, and thank you for having me on your channel. And hello, everybody out there all over the world, wherever you're watching from. My name is Ava, aka Queen Midas, Life Alchemist, as Glyniss mentioned earlier. And I am an intuitive, an empath. I am claircognizant and clairvoyant, and I use those gifts, which I help to translate. I guess I use the cards to translate those gifts to help people with their spiritual evolution. So as Glyniss mentioned, I do private readings, tarot and oracle. And the way that I do them, and this is just so exciting for me because I love connecting with people, is I allow it to be a discussion, like a conversation. I've learned that people a lot of times just want to connect and want to be heard and want to get their voice out there and kind of work through their problems. So that's a little bit different from other readers. I know a lot of readers, like, I don't want to know a whole lot, don't talk, but that's not an issue for me. Because Spirit's going to bring forward what Spirit needs to bring, and it kind of helps people to get stuff off their chest. And so it's kind of a therapy guided session in the process of bringing forward messages from Spirit, which is really beautiful. And I love it. I've had people come in crying or anxious at the beginning, and at the end they're glowing, and we're both laughing and just having such a good time. And I absolutely love that. I'm getting chills talking about it because it just makes me so excited. I just love it. It's so fun, and we laugh, and it's good, and the energy is phenomenal. And I would highly recommend it, you all, if you're looking for some guidance from Spirit, or kind of feeling stuck or blocked, or needing some clarity. I would highly recommend booking a session. It's pretty pivotal for people. I got a bunch of testimonies back. So yeah.
Great. And very affordable at the moment, and she won't always be. So yes, I would, because I used to do individual card readings, and now I just keep those readings for when I'm working with my one-to-one clients. So I've stopped doing a lot of readings just like that. So it's great to be able to recommend somebody who I know and trust. Mm-hmm. So how we're going to do this is Ava is going to read some cards on the energy and what's happening. Anything that Spirit or the cards want to tell us about this Lionsgate portal. And I'm going to go into a meditation afterwards to just help us to raise our vibrations. It's key at the moment. We are manifesting all the time from our thoughts, from our emotions. So if our emotions are on a low, if we're feeling stuck, if we're feeling overwhelmed, if we're feeling angry, and there's a lot of anger issues at the moment because of that Mars-Uranus conjunction in the North Node, it's huge. And if you've been noticing it yourself, being triggered, or other people in your family, it's this energy. But we do need to be able to clear that, recognize it, feel it and clear it and raise our vibration again, because we're manifesting from that vibration. In other words, what you're feeling, you're getting back. And I'm going to do a talk a little bit about at the end about a manifesting challenge that I'm going to run. Haven't got exact dates yet. Well, I'll tell you how to find out more about that. And so Ava is going to read some cards first on that energy, and then I'll go into the meditation and we'll just see what comes up. So
Yes.
off you go.
Yeah. So I'm going to give a quick overview of Lionsgate portal, 8-8 portal. So it's got ties back to ancient Egypt. So it's been observed for centuries, maybe thousands of years. But during this time, Sirius is starts out on the horizon, and it is considered our spiritual sun. And it appears to be about 2 times larger than our actual sun and about 26 times brighter. So there's so much light energy coming forward to us, and it aligns with our central sun, along with the Orion's belt, which aligns with the pyramids of Giza. So there's this huge energetic portal that's happening, and it's a very big time for a cosmic alignment, increased energy flow between the physical and the spiritual realm. So there's this thinning of the veils that's happening, and it's a huge time for heightened spiritual activation and acceleration, which is so cool because we also have this other planetary alignments and transitions and retrogrades that are there to support that energy that Glyniss was talking about, with these suppressed emotions, energies, traumas, fears, whatever coming up to be expressed and transmuted, like the Mars and the Aries and all of that stuff going on. I think Jupiter is retrograde in Aries right now, I believe, and that's a big is it Jupiter or is it Saturn?
It's Aries. It's Aries. Yeah, I think it's
Jupiter's
Aries.
in Saturn. Yeah, in Aries. And Saturn is also retrograde, which is like the authoritative, like father planet that brings up the hard lessons, but it also gives us the tools to advance. So that is more spiritual advancement. Jupiter is expansion and diving into deeper ideals and just looking into our base spirituality and esoteric and on our beliefs of existence and who we are on an energetic level. So lots of support for advancement. So you all, it's very important that we acknowledge this and observe it. And if we're open to it when we're outside, being receptive and accepting of the energy. So ascension codes, light codes, DNA activations, DNA healing, heightened intuition, heightened wisdom, heightened upgrades and downloads coming from our spiritual team. You all, great time to take advantage of this. So
and dreams as well, heightened dreams, isn't it? And vivid dreams.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, my dreams have been like, I'm remembering them so much more lately. And also I take Egyptian blue lotus, this tea mixture at night. So that's been helping as well. And yeah, you all, spirit talks through dreams. So keep that in mind as well. I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you, Glyniss. So I'm going to pull on, I'm going to ask for some messages and insight from spirit for the collective on how we can fully integrate the energies of this 8-8 Lionsgate portal. Oh, and it's called Lionsgate because Sirius, the Sirius star system is where the Lyran beings are from. So the lion beings they're like humanoid kind of, but they're like lion looking. And also we are in the Leo. The sun is in the zodiac sign of Leo, so it's Leo season. So that is what why it's called a Lionsgate portal. And is there something else I'm missing around that? I don't think so. But huge time for self-esteem, courage, happiness, self-confidence.
Stepping up into your doing the things that you're here to do, really taking the action and showing the world what you've got.
Yeah, roaring at your fullest and highest potential and the highest frequency. And a lot of heart chakra activation and solar plexus activation is big right now. You also, that's willpower, and that's the ability to love self and love others, to give and receive love. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective on how we can fully integrate these energies. Something flipped in here. Okay. Yeah, it's a really exciting time, and it's just like it's like an extra credit time. Like like just show up, do your work. It's like not, you don't even have to do a whole lot of work. It's just like show up as a better version of yourself from one day to the next, and like be receptive. And yeah. Okay, hold on. These are all our cards. That was kind of a lot. Okay.
So I'm going to take some of the messages that you get and put it into the meditation as well. Anything that I haven't already thought of.
Okay. Okay. So we have definitely a card of healing here, and we have the star first. So the star card, whoop, there we go. The star card is, I love that it showed up. It's especially with the sun and Sirius being the two brightest stars in the sky right now. So it's beautiful. It's also a card of healing, like divine activation. If you see these the stardust coming up out of the water, or it's going down into the water, we can't really tell, but it's like a time to really dig into our subconscious, the emotions, let them flow, let them come, whatever's in the darkness and the murkiness, let it come up to be transmuted. Okay, you also, as Glyniss was talking about, whatever angers or fears or anxiety, or there could be a lot of arguing or snipping or whatever. Step back from the situation, observe it. The only thing you can control is your attitude and your actions. So make sure you're showing up as your best self, and be very aware of what's coming up for you to acknowledge and transmute, because this is a big time to make those advancements. We have the Seven of Wands, which is a card of, there we go, standing our ground, holding our boundaries, holding our energetic boundaries, guarding our energy. I feel as well, that's a big thing that a lot of people are working through and learning right now is boundaries, not giving too much, not overstepping other people's boundaries, but just living within our lane, and still loving and being kind and compassionate, but just making sure that we are being reciprocated in our ins and outs of life. We have the High Priestess next, and she is the keeper of esoteric wisdom, of esoteric secrets. She's highly attuned, highly psychic, intuitive, in touch with the divine here. And you see she's holding this scroll. It's like this knowledge, and she's captured it. And then we have these owls up there, which are wisdom and oversight, and they're like, again, pulling up above the situation and using that knowledge and intuition. More water here, you all. Emotions, like controlling the emotions, deciding how she wants to show up, being mindful. This is interesting. Is that a clock back there? Oh no, that's her crown, but it looks like a clock. That just made me think about divine timing.
Excellent.
Like surrendering to divine timing. Interesting. And she's also, okay, this platform's a little different, so I'm like trying to figure out where to put the camera, or the card. So the moon's up here, and it's like the subconscious stuff, very in touch with her subconscious and things coming to light. So it's like truth coming to light, and she uses her third eye and her intuition and her divine knowledge to dive into those things and master them. The next thing we have here, I feel like, is what's moving out, and what Spirit is showing that is being worked through right now, is feelings of rejection, being left out in the cold, unworthiness, self-worth issues, feelings of not having enough, inner conflict, or just like unfocused energy here with the Five of, interesting, we have two fives, 5 5. That's like 555 angel number is like quantum leaping, like big transition, which is perfect because hello, rapid spiritual advancement right now. So look, we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. So I feel like this is not only energy that we have the ability to shift out of very quickly. If we're focusing our energy and being wise about, like Glyniss mentioned, where we're setting our attention and our energy and our thoughts, and just very easy for a lot of energy and help for us to move out of this 5 of Pentacles feeling left out in the cold. And I also feel like it's a reminder from Spirit to be mindful of these things too. Because we can get all the help we want, but if we're not doing our own work, if we're not showing up and doing the work here, 3 of Pentacles, if we're not showing up and doing the work and doing what we can physically, then like nobody's here to hold your hand. Everybody's soul evolution is their own journey, and it's their own responsibility. And that's what I teach my alchemists on my channel, is like we're there to show up, learn who we are, and take responsibility for our own healing, and be active participants in our own healing, because that's where we're powerful. This is also a card of collaboration too. So it makes me feel like the collaboration of Spirit with us in our efforts, and we're doing the work here on Earth. And it brings forth Pentacles. It brings forth physical change.
Okay.
Cool.
That's very relevant, actually. All of those are really relevant for now.
It's cool. And like a bunch of them came out at once, and I was like, oh, this is kind of a lot, but we got 2 more. We have the 9 of Swords here, which is a card of anxiety, fears. It can be depression. It can be just like nightmares that some people might be having, staying awake, self-limiting thoughts, or negative manifestations, like the negative thought cascades, like, oh my God, what if they think about this and this and this and that, and we create a beginning, middle, and end for something that hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
So Spirit's like, be mindful of those thoughts again, because you are constantly manifesting. Where's my camera? There it is, with the Magician here. This is the manifester in the deck.
Yeah.
Where's my y'all? It's like backwards here. Okay, he is a big manifester in the deck. Look, he's alchemizing. He's got all of the in this one, does he have all of them? But usually in tarot, he has the sword, the wand, the cup, and the pentacle. Yeah. And he knows how to use all of those tools to his advantage and to bring about the things that he wants in his life. I'm so sorry. I'm like, there we go. Okay, it's opposite. But you see, he's been toiling away in his laboratory. He's got these books of knowledge and lessons that he's acquired. He can manipulate the elements. He can do whatever he wants and create and bring heaven down to earth. Look, this pentacle has, it's like as above, so below here. Boop, right there. So it's like manifesting things down to earth, from the consciousness to the earth portal. And be mindful of this here, the 9 of Swords, not letting that get in the way of this, of your true power. And also with the 9, thank you, Spirit. That's cool. With the 9 is like closing of things, ending of cycles. So y'all, let's put an end to this and get to this, where we can like be manifesting the beautiful dreams and the desires that we want. And again, we have that angelic assistance to do this right now.
Brilliant. Really, I love that. Actually, very, a lot of the notes that I took, and I have been listening to other readers and astrologers over the last few days, and that 9, actually the 9 of Swords, is it really resonated, because it is that, we're going through such a turmoil of downloads and information and stuff happening really quickly, and those energies are with the Mars-Uranus conjunction, which we've just come through, but we still have that Uranus moving towards the North Node, bringing us. It's really tumultuous. There's going to be more with Mars as well, and it's about to go retrograde. So there's a lot with that. But I've been noticing people being triggered and easily triggered. And even myself, I noticed that I had my glasses. I think I'm 1 year higher than the other. Actually, I only notice it when I'm looking.
No, you haven't. You've been fine.
But I've been looking at people and thinking of things in my own head, a scenario, and I realize, gosh, I'm getting angry about something that I've just thought, and I've built up this big scenario in my head, and it's not real. We have to breathe, we have to stop, we have to tune into the heart. I'm going to do that in the meditation, and just, what are we thinking? What are the thoughts? What are the words we're using? I met somebody the other day, and her the thing she said is, it breaks my heart, when we use language like that, it breaks my heart to see something. It actually has an effect on our bodies. We're giving our bodies instruction to feel that. And we need to choose our words really lightly, wisely. Yes, of course, we feel the feelings. Yes, we're angered by things because something has happened that we need to stand up and speak. But before we speak, we need to fill up our hearts, clear out anything so that we're not projecting our stuff onto anyone or anything. And that then when we speak, it's balanced and we're not reacting to a situation, we're responding to it. So we are taking responsibility, which came up in that. We're all responsible for everything that we see in our lives. We might want to blame the government or the teacher or the whatever, at the moment. We might want to blame somebody else. But actually, we chose this lifetime. We chose to come here now. We also, the things that happen to us, if you believe in manifestation, if you're going to believe in it, you need to believe in it in a whole way. So in some way, we've manifested the people, the situations. And the only way to release that is to take responsibility. Doesn't mean that you take blame. It's nothing to do with blame. It means that you take responsibility for where you are right now, and that your thoughts have manifested this. So now, in order to move forward, you change your thoughts. You change your thoughts. You change the scenarios and the thoughts in your head and the words that you use, and you start to feel higher emotions. Those higher emotions attract higher situations. It sounds very simple, but we are also humans having human experiences. So yeah.
Can I add something really
I was
quickly?
going to ask you.
As you were talking, I looked at the bookends of this spread, and I absolutely love. First of all, there's 3 major arcana in this spread, which means like this is something super divinely orchestrated. Like nothing's going to stop the energies coming through. It's how we take advantage of it. But the first and the last card, excuse me, are the Star and the Magician. And how did you just say it? Our thoughts are what we're manifesting. You said something, and I was like, boom and boom. Like it just made perfect sense. Star and then
the thoughts that we think and the words that we use. So the words that we use have a vibration, and that creates an emotion. The thoughts that we think have a vibration, and that creates an emotion.
Yes.
So a lower thought and vibration will have a lower vibration and lower emotion. So we're attracting another lower situation. And it's why people who go into depression or go into huge anxiety, they can't see out because their thoughts are manifesting more, and it becomes a spinning top of the same energy. When we change the thought or just look at the words, in fact, I even suggest sometimes for people to write down what you're thinking. And I know people hate journaling, and I don't. When I'm working one-to-one with people, I go into their mindset, I go into the subconscious to be able to see what they're thinking. But if you're not going to do that, you have the ability to see part of your subconscious thoughts by the things that come up when you're journaling. Then you'll know where your thoughts are. You'll know what your why you've got these emotions, because you've been thinking this. Change the wording. If you could do nothing else, change the wording.
Yeah. So true. Yeah, I love it.
Have you anything else to add now before when I do these meditations, I channel whatever's coming. Now I have some notes, but I rarely use them. I just trust that the right things are out because I'm calling on spirit to, speak through me. I'll keep this meditation to under 15 minutes or 10 if possible, but unfortunately, I don't hold a clock when I'm doing this, but I try to keep them as light as possible.
I do have one thing I'd like to add that I forgot to mention at the beginning. So just so the viewers know, I did clear my space. I took about an hour before we got on and cleared my energy, smudged my room, smudged my tools, sprayed moon water over everything. And it's actually Leo new moon water. So it's got a lot of this awesome abundance energy that's perfect for the portal. Cleared my aura, just centered myself, played my sound bowl as well, and called in angels, spirit guides, divine creator, any ancestors that want to come forward, light beings, interdimensional and multidimensional beings that are only of pure source light, highest, most loving vibration, white light, that are only here for the best and highest good of myself, Glyniss's self, and for the collective. So I just want to let you all know that I work with divine light. I don't mess with nothing else. I don't have time for that. I don't have the patience, or I'm not doing that. So I just want to let you all know that this space is very
that's brilliant. And I do that as well. I have my sage, which I burn, and I have, which I don't do when I'm online, because this clears the pineal gland, but it also clears negative energies. And I have rose protection spray and various stones, and I do a little prayer myself, tune into those guides, the highest vibrational guides and angels and source. Really, for me, it's God. That's what I grew up with. But everybody has their own wording. So in the meditation, I'm going to call on source, universe, God, so that you put in your own interpretation, whatever you call on. And I also then douse to make sure that my space is cleared and the circle is clear. It's open hearted. I open my own heart with this, which is vibration of love. It's beautiful. Okay, but if I made that sound here, if anybody's listening on earphones, it actually is a bit difficult when it's in a space like this.
Yeah. And I also just wanted to say, everybody, take what resonates and leave what does not. We are not telling you exactly how to think and what you need to do for your life. That's your power and your sovereignty to make those decisions. So whatever resonates with you, it might be now, it might be a little bit down the road, but take that, and the other things aren't for you. That's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And that actually is exactly, what I would put in this, because we all resonate with different things, and what we all need to be doing right now is to using our own ability to think our own thoughts and feel from the heart.
Yeah.
So what I will invite you all to do now is to just get comfortable. Turn off anything that can ring, ding, or bing, or that might disturb you. Some people have cats that jump on their laps. Do what you like, if that's okay with you. I've shut out all sounds and told my family to be quiet, but sorry if in advance if that doesn't happen. Okay, so I like to sit in a comfortable position with my feet on the ground, but if you feel better sitting cross-legged on the floor, I think upright is the best position so we won't fall asleep. And just before you close your eyes, just have a soft focus, just becoming aware of your surroundings, becoming aware of what you see, but not zoning in on anything. Soft focus. And if you're ready, just close your eyes and just start to tune into your awareness, tune into your breathing, and just have the intention to slow down your breathing. As you breathe in, feel the coolness of clean, fresh air. And as you breathe out, breathing out anything that doesn't serve you. Breathing in cool, fresh air. And breathing out anything that you've come here from during the day, anything that you want to let go of. And continue to breathe slowly and deeply, having the intention to slow down and to tune in now to your body. Tuning into your body and where you're sitting. Feel the weight of your body on the chair, your hands on your lap or by your side, your feet on the floor, or if you're sitting, just the weight, feeling held in this space by gravity. Now begin to notice any sounds around you. It's drawing you inside your body. And become aware and absorbed with the internal sounds inside, tuning in to your own space. Becoming aware of your physical body, of the play of air around any exposed skin. Tuning into where you and your physical body ends and the space around you begins. Now become aware of your energy body. Where is your energy body? Is it a few inches, centimeters around you, or is it much, much bigger? Just know. Now I want you to tune into or have the intention of grounding yourself. So where you're sitting or your feet, imagine, see, or sense an energetic root going right down into the earth and spreading out like the roots of a big, strong tree, going deep and wide and grounding you in this space. Get this real sense of safety in your own body, in your own space, wherever you are. Now in this space, I want you to call on any guides of light and highest energy, any past loved ones that you call on for protection. Call on source energy, call on God, the universe, divine protection, whatever it is to you. Highest frequency versions of angels, of protection, and just see or sense or feel this loving energy moving in all around you, pure protection for your highest good. Now call on that highest level again, that divine protection to seal you and your energy all around your aura in a beautiful bubble of bright light, golden energy. Feel that golden energy protection all around you on all sides, above your head and beneath your feet. Now ask the divine to seal this energy with almost like a reflection on the outside, so that anything of a negative vibration cannot penetrate. It just deflects off this space. And become aware of how safe and loving you feel in this space with your guides, your protection, your loved ones. So in this space, just feel that sense of balance now, and trusting that all is well. Now become aware of your heart. And in this space, it's safe to open your heart, but open your heart as much as you feel safe to do. Just imagine your heart is just opening up like a flower, and you should feel this sense of love now pouring into your heart. Your heart is the connection with the divine. It's where your power comes from. You've got more energy when you open your heart and fill and allow this high frequency divine light to just shine out of your heart, and let it shine first of all in your body and into your aura, and filling up this space in your bubble, this light from your heart which is connected with the divine. Just get this sense of trust, love, unconditional love. Love is the highest emotion in this space. Love, gratitude, joy, bliss. Now become aware of your highest self and that portal above your head opening up to the divine. Just get a sense that the portal for the Lion's Gate is opening up, and from the highest realms of the divine light, just see or sense this huge, bright, bright, healing, loving light, like crystal light, like a beam, a powerful beam of light moving down. And you can allow in this light inside your bubble, because it's high frequency, it can move into your bubble. Become aware of your crown and allow your crown to open up, receiving in this bright, bright light of wisdom, knowledge, intuition, instinct. Opening up your mind to be the free thinker that it is. Now feel that energy moving into your third eye, giving you sight, allowing you to see the love and the truth in all things, knowing, trusting that what you see is right for you. Trusting in your own intuition and your own instinct, and being able to visualize with clear detail the path that's right for you. Feel that energy now moving into your throat chakra, and if you feel any tightness in this part of your body, just let that light flood into your throat, softening, opening your throat, allowing you to speak up, speak your truth, speak forth truth, but speaking with love, bringing back your power. This, when you speak from this highest part of you, you speak openly, clearly, calmly, lovingly, and your words are heard. Breathing in, allow that energy now to flow into your heart, and really feel that energy around your heart. Feel the child inside you, any age you might see or sense or feel that inner child. Allow that energy to flow into your heart and your inner child's heart. Get a sense of the duality of you and your inner child, and the oneness of you and your inner child. Just allowing your heart to open up. Feel that energy moving into your solar plexus, giving you a feeling of strength and power. And while this is inner power, that sacred warrior energy, that lion energy of Leo, also know that it's loving energy. It's not aggressive, but it's assertive. It's got power and it lands, and it's filling you with a sense of freedom, strength in your own abilities. I feel that energy moving down into your sacral, just below your navel, your creativity center, lighting up your own creativity, creating the life for you that you came here into this moment, into this life to create. Giving you a sense that you can do this. Feel that energy moving into your root, which is bringing all those ideas and thoughts and energy from above and allowing you to manifest in this life what it is you desire, and feel that energy now moving down your root, right down into the planet, and connecting you with that sense of safety, bringing thoughts and ideas from above down into the earth for you to create. Now, knowing that you're grounded, knowing that you're safe, knowing that your physical body is sitting in this space, I want you to, with your eyes closed, look up and see or sense that light, that beam of light is there, and your spiritual body is now moving up that light. You're connected to your body. You're still grounded. You can even have an energetic cord that is connecting you to your body. And allow yourself now to move up to the height that feels right for you. Some people may only want to move up above their heads in their own space. Some of you might want to feel yourself really moving way, way up. Looking up, and imagine now that you are above and you're looking down at your body, sitting there calmly, meditating, feeling safe. You're seeing your body, and you might like to move even higher up into this. This is moving up into your highest self, where you can look down on your home, look down on the wider area of your home, friends, family, sending out love. Maybe you're looking down at the town that you live in, connecting with nature, with the animals, with your friends, with other light beings and other souls that are ready to raise their consciousness. See yourself now maybe moving even higher, looking down on your country, or maybe you're looking down on the whole world. And as you're looking down, I want you to notice now little sparks of light in different places where other people are meditating, raising their vibration, and you see the spark of their light. And this feels so good. I want you to imagine now that you're connecting energetically, so that you're this light being and they are, and that there's a spark of light moving from your light to their light and connecting. So you're connecting with other lights around this world, connecting with the love of all things, allowing us in this space to raise the vibration and the frequency of where you are, helping to raise the consciousness of humanity, raising that frequency to love, connection, joy, understanding, communicating on a cellular level with all things. We are all one. And if you want to bring to mind now the vision for your future, anything that you want to manifest in this space, just get a sense that you're looking down and it is so. Get a feeling of joy and bliss for having manifested the life that you wish to live. Look around and give thanks, give absolute gratitude for where you are. Now feel your spiritual body easily, gently moving back down that beam, moving down until you again move down into your physical body. So your spiritual body, your physical body, your emotional body, intellectual body are all in one place. Become aware of where you are in space again. Become aware of your feet on the floor or your seat. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, feel yourself coming back into your full awareness. You might want to move your fingers and your toes. Take another deep breath in. As you breathe out, open up your eyes slowly, calmly, and again, just see where you are and just bring that sense of joy of whatever came up to you. You might like to journal on what you saw, or you might like to do this again, because as we raise our frequency, we're raising humanity. So thank you for that, and I'd love your feedback, or anybody's, you first, Eva, for what you saw or felt in that little meditation.
First of all, that was really beautiful. Like, there are a few points where I was like wanting to get teary eyed. I felt definitely when we moved into the heart center, there are a few points in my childhood that I reconnected with and talked to my inner child and nurtured her, told her she was safe and everything and that we'll be fine. And I like brought her back. So that was something really big for me. Then also just with my lower three chakras, just recollecting my energy, and there it is. Apparently,
Sorry,
it's energy that
I
you
have a habit of making people cry, actually. And in fact, I love that, because thank you for your vulnerability, and thank you, because it actually is, that's how we heal. It's how we, tears are so welcome. For so many years, I stopped my tears. I feel now they're just coming all the time, and it's really good. It's so important to be able to release and let go.
Yeah, that's big for me, because I always got told I was too sensitive or too emotional and whatnot, and now I'm like really understanding that's my superpower, like being able to feel my way through life and feel and understand other people's emotions, and because I'm in touch with mine. So and just being being okay with who I am and loving who I am. So that's just a huge part of my journey lately. But as we move through the lower three chakras, there's been a lot of disconnect there, and like different physical manifestations that have come from the imbalances there. So I really focused on when you were saying different things like personal power and all that stuff, I would say an affirmation or think an affirmation of like, I am this, or, so as we moved down, I did that for every chakra and just like felt the light flooding through and the healing and everything. So, and I pictured white light pouring down through me, down into the earth, and like lighting up the earth, and then asking about bringing my manifestation, actually not asking, but declaring that I was bringing my manifestations down to earth and stepping into them. And I was specifying like what they were. So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of work and visualizing removal of any negative blocks, manifestation blocks that I've been putting on myself, or anything that has been out of my control that it's time for it to move. So yeah, that was really good.
Lovely, thank you. Because I'm going to do this as well right after this. I feel this is so important to do, and anytime, I don't even know what I've said there, because I go into just feeling whatever is coming through. So I'm always quite surprised when I hear it back afterwards, because I don't remember having said any of that. But that's lovely. And actually, I think what you said there is very important. Being told we're too sensitive, and I think anybody that follows either one of us are similar. This is, and that's we probably always felt a little bit different, a little bit sensitive, a little bit not enough. And I think that's because we are starseeds. We are, we are those, we're here to help raise the frequency, and we were sensitive to other people's emotions. We felt other people's emotions as children, and we cried easily, and we're kind of a lot of us, and a lot of starseeds, a lot of soul, soul workers, light workers felt that they had to dim down their light, because coming into the world with people that weren't connected to that spiritual side of themselves, or weren't sensitive in that way, we've been made feel that we're not like them, but actually we're here to show them to be like this. This is what I firmly believe. And by every one of us, we're moving into an age of awareness, of soul connection, of spirituality, of being able to send out energetic messages. I mean, I completely believe we're going to be telepathic in the future, as we evolve
Well,
completely.
we both felt the need to connect last week. Like,
Absolutely, absolutely. I had it in my mind. I'm going to ask Ava, would she like to come on my podcast? And Ava reached out to me within the day. I couldn't believe it was the same. And that happens actually on the manifesting challenge that I was talking about at the beginning. I've run it in the past, and I haven't done it now for, I don't know, it must be over a year at this stage. And every day there's an email with a video of what that day's task is. So every day we manifest something new, and I change it up all the time. And there's I always hold it in a forum. I usually use Facebook, because that's an easy place to get answers back, and can have a private group. um, so I talk about and give extra help about that day, and there's meditations to listen to. But what is amazing about it, when everybody is working on the same thing, and everybody is raising the vibration, and once one person starts to manifest whatever that thing is that we've manifested that day, it kind of, the energy ripples. By the end of the week, I'm quite blown away myself. But about 2 or 3 sessions ago, I did something that I wondered, is this a little bit too difficult now? We were going to send out an energetic message. So just tuning in, and I did a meditation for sending an energetic message to somebody, known or unknown. Some people energetically sent a message to a friend that they hadn't seen for a while. One woman, no, I won't say what she said, 'cause it's funny, but a bit rude. She was so blown away by 3 p.m. that day. The person that she energetically said to, I haven't seen you for ages, I'd love to catch up, got a message back from her friend, who she hadn't been in touch with for well over a year. You know, making the same thing. And then there were people who connected to, an ideal client in their business and got a client by the end of the day. There were people who sent an energetic message to their partners saying, one girl literally, now I kid you not, said, I would love some, what was it? It was white lilies. And he came home with white lilies. He didn't know
wow.
why he bought these white lilies, but he brought her white lilies. So I love that. I love it. I was quite blown away that it worked so well. So I usually do that at some stage now during the challenge. But anyway,
Awesome.
um,
And you're not sure when you're going to be doing
yes.
next.
I think the best time for it would be after the next new moon. So, right, there's a full moon on the 11th, and that's, I usually do a meditation for the full moon for releasing, and I do a meditation with the new moon for manifesting and setting intentions. Um, so I think it'll be somewhere after that new moon meditation for coming up with an idea, and then I might do the challenge the week or so after that. So it could be in about it will be within 3 to 4 weeks' time, but I really have to sit down, look at my diary, because I know I've lots on, and it really takes a full week of my attention, it's fairly full on. So I think the best thing, if anybody's interested in doing that, the best thing is either to click subscribe if you are on YouTube to my channel, because I'll be talking more about it, or even better still, in the description below here, you will see both of our links, and I have one to stay in touch. So I think it's called Stay in Touch. It's just join my newsletter. And if you join my newsletter, you will be notified. I'm not somebody who sends out a lot of stuff. I'm actually probably, I underwrite to people, but I let them know when there are big things coming up. And also when you join that list, you'll get a free meditation download. I think it's Raise Your Vibration, which is something that, is really good to do at any time. But I'll be informing people on my list of when that is going to happen, and I'll be talking about it all over here. So,
Okay. Sweet. Yeah. And I'd love to invite any subscribers on my channel. Please show Glyniss some love. Subscribe to her channel. She puts out regular new moon and full moon meditations on her channel, live meditations. And yeah, they're beautiful. I've happened to drop in. I catch her sometimes and I'm able to do them. So really, really great energy. I hope I didn't interrupt you.
no, you didn't. Thank you. I have loved talking to you, Ava, and I could talk to you for much longer, but I'm conscious that we're on for nearly 56 minutes, and I'm certain that people's, time span has, so have you anything else to say before you finish up or before we draw close?
Really quickly, yes. So I have two different video series on my channel if you are interested in diving deeper into your own soul work. I know a lot of people are hearing a lot about shadow work and they're not sure where to start or what to do. So I do a regular series. It's usually Saturdays. Sometimes it might be Sunday, depending on if my schedule is weird. Self-work Saturdays, so that I ask a few questions for spirit and I pull cards. And it's basically along the lines of where is the collective in terms of working in their shadow, and some areas to focus on that would give the best impact or the biggest impact. And then I ask for messages and where spirit is helping us as well. So that's really great. So yeah, I'd highly recommend that. And then also I just started a new series called Heal the Chakras, Heal Your Life, which I'm working through the book Eastern Body, Western Mind. And I am presenting the information in presentation form while on video. And it's also when I release it, I premiere it so that I can sit there and watch with the other people watching, and we're in the chat talking and sharing stories and sharing love. And it's a really great energy because we can kind of discuss the presentation as it's playing. So I would highly recommend that. Also, as Glyniss mentioned and I mentioned earlier, I am doing personal readings. So my link will be down below in my description box. And I believe Glyniss is putting my links in her box as well. So please, I would love to meet you all if you are looking for some guidance and just some direction around your life and clarification. Please do not hesitate to book with me. I'd love to meet you.
And I highly recommend it. I really enjoyed our conversation, and so gorgeous to catch up. So I suppose, yeah, we will draw to a close, and thank you so much for listening to us rabbit on for the past hour. And do like, share, and subscribe to both our channels, and we will talk to you and send you love again soon.
Yes.
Bye for now.
Okay.